皆さんこんにちは。 SBI アセットの朝倉でございます。当社 SBI アセットマネジメントは12月3日新規で募集を開始しますファンド SBI ダルトン日本アジアアクティビストファンド、こちらのですね実質的な運用を担うダルトンインベストメンツの共同創業者であり CIO チーフインベストメントオフィサー実際の運用責任者ですね。本日はジェイミー・ローゼンワルドさんにお越しいただき、ダルトンインベストメントの運用哲学、運用方針、そして当ファンドの運用の考え方について、お話をお聞きしていきたいと思います。皆さん方ね、富士メディアの関係でもう、ローゼンワルドさんをよくご存知の方も結構いらっしゃると思いますので、今日は、ジェイミーさんとお呼びしてもよろしいでしょうか。呼ばせていただきます。ジェイミーさん、Thank you very much for joining us today.
Asakura-san, pleasure.
Pleasure. It is very pleasure to work with you to launch a new fund. Before we dive into talk about this new fund, I'd like to ask you Japanese market, so that the people want to hear about view, insights Japanese market, so the Japanese market is very strong.
It is very strong.
As of today, the Nikkei is up about 30% as of today.
Yep.
The rally is very so strong. We dive into this rally. So one question, naturalize is Japan's equity still attractive after such a strong run? How do you see that?
Great question, Asakura-san. Thank you for asking. You have to look at the history of Japan to understand where we are. And after 36 years, essentially, of bear market, we are today only slightly above where we were in 1989, when the Japanese market hit 39,000.
That's right.
During the bubble period. So here we have had a situation of 36 years of bear market. And finally, Japan is just slowly catching up to all of the improvement in value that has been created over those many years. So I think we are just at the starting gate of where Japan will go. And I can't predict the future, but I am extremely excited about where Japan is headed.
I see. Actually, so you are based in Los Angeles, right? In the US.
I am based, Asakura-san, on an airplane. And yes, I have
you travel so many times.
Exactly. Yes. So I have a house and a dog and a wife in Los Angeles today.
I see.
But I also teach at NYU Business School in New York.
I see. You are very busy. So actually, but you have over 50 years experience investing in Japan, right? 50 years, right?
Now you make me feel very old. But yes, my first investment in Japanese securities was in 1972.
1972. How
old
were you?
I was 14 years
14
old.
Years, okay.
So now I have 53 years of experience investing in the Japanese market.
I see.
So most of your audience are not even 52 yet.
That's right.
So most of these are young people, I hope. And I am very glad that they will not have to wait 30 years to invest in the Japanese market.
But you are grown up the US, what initially drawn you to this Japanese market?
Yeah, so I had a grandfather who was the first Gaijin employee of Nikko Shoken.
Really?
In 1963, he got a job.
I see.
And he became an analyst for Nikko Shoken for over 20 years. And I worked for him in the summer as an analyst when I was a teenager and then in college.
I see.
So I've been studying the Japanese market professionally also for over 40 years.
I see. What continued to make the Japan such attractive for your long-term investment?
Yeah. So why do I love Japan, Asakura-san? Why do I love Japan? Okay. So it's an easy question. So as a very young man investing in 1972, I had the benefit of the Japanese stock market just going up and up and up and up and up. And I was able to gain profit from those investments over a 5 and 10 year period. And by the time I went to college, I was able to sell some of those shares and buy a car and go out to dinner with girls. It was very good to have money for dating at college. And so I always had this wonderful feeling about investing in Japan and Japanese companies. So I've always loved Japan from when I was very little.
You have a lot of sort of good memories in Japan.
Absolutely. And my grandfather took me to Japan probably in 1973 for the first time. And I stayed in Tokyo and I loved it.
Okay.
So this is my favorite destination for visiting, both as tourist and businessman, and I'm very comfortable in Tokyo.
Oh, I know that you know so very well so Japan. So this fund also so Japan and also the Asia.
Yes.
So tell me us about the Daluton investment philosophy. So investment philosophy.
That's great. So Dalton Investor is a value investor who invests for the long term. We don't invest to trade securities. We invest in great companies with fabulous management who has incentive to grow the business over time. And we try and pick the best companies with the best managements to invest for the long term. This is an old-fashioned style that was taught by Ben Graham at Columbia Business School to people like Warren Buffett.
I see.
Some Japanese investors now know that Warren Buffett has invested in Japan for the last 5 years and investing in your trading houses, and he has done extremely well for Berkshire Hathaway, his company. We've been investing in Japan longer, and we are doing reasonably well for our clients here in Japan as well. But Dalton also has offices in Korea, it has offices in India, it has offices in Australia, and for this fund, we hope that we will be able to invest wherever the opportunities are for value investing in Asia.
I see. That's why so you decide to include so that Asia, especially so South Korea, so Taiwan, so Indian market.
Yeah. So we see growth in India the same way I saw Japan when I was very young. And being able to have an opportunity to invest in India within this fund gives me a lot more leeway and availability. So if we can find cheap Indian companies with great management, we can invest in them and hold them for the long term. Dalton has been investing in India since the 1990s, and it's been wonderful for our clients. So we would like the opportunity to be able to invest in India. I have been investing in Korea since 1985, so 40 years investing in Korea. Sometimes good times, sometimes bad times, but Korea is trying to catch up to Japan. Korea is jealous of Japan's corporate governance reform and the success of the government reform. And I think there will be opportunities in Korea for this fund to take advantage of corporate reform even in Korea.
I see. So in Japan, so that so you say so corporate, so that restructuring, so that reform is so that going to go with so so
it will continue. Yeah. So every trip to Japan, we usually meet with METI, the FSA, and Tokyo Stock Exchange. This trip, I met with METI, and I asked them, we now have a new prime minister, Takeichi-san.
Yes.
Will the change in prime minister have any impact on corporate governance reform?
That's right.
And the answer was no change. And METI will continue to create new reforms to the regulations for the benefit of all shareholders. So we were very optimistic after that meeting.
I see. So that you are still so that optimistic for that the Japanese market. But it doesn't mean so that every Japanese company will so perform well. right? So
why your clients are hiring us is to try and pick out the diamonds that exist in the Japanese market. Not the whole market.
That's right.
Just the diamonds that we want to invest in for the long term.
I see. As for so the individual investor, because so that this kind of fund,
yes,
we saw that can buy so that the individual investor.
Yep.
Would you say so that individual investor, you always so that you have so that basically so that manage money from institutional investor. But
yes, but I also manage money for my mother, my sisters, my children, and now my grandchildren. So I understand what it is to manage money for individuals. Actually, the toughest clients are my family. They say, why did it go down? Why did it go up?
That's right.
They are the toughest clients I have.
That is so individual investor.
Exactly. They are tough clients, but if they are patient clients and they're willing to hold for the long term, I think they'll do extremely well. And I will be an investor in this fund personally, and I will probably put my company Dalton as a client of this fund as well. So I hope we all make money together.
Your investment philosophy basically so invest is a long term, right?
This is a long-term philosophy. We believe in the compounding of money.
I see.
Investing short-term is trading philosophy. We are not traders. Traders make money for brokers. I apologize to all the brokers out there, but my business is not to make brokers money. It's to make my clients money, the investors money.
This fund is named so activist fund, so that some people say so the activist is a negative so that so image.
Yes.
But so that you said activist is so that the trading so the short term so buy and sell.
Right.
But you are not so long term investor.
So from my perspective, the number one activist in Japan is the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Yamaji-san is the shacho. The Tokyo Stock Exchange is the number one activist. Personally, I feel that shareholder democracy, voting for or against proposals and management and the board of directors, that is called shareholder democracy in English. And from my perspective, what we are pushing for in Japan is more shareholder democracy. If shareholders believe that there should be changes at companies and management should change and focus on shareholders, we can always put forward shareholder proposals. And we have put forward so many shareholder proposals in Japan, so therefore we are called an activist.
I see.
But from my perspective, Tokyo Stock Exchange is the number one activist.
I see. So that if you can say, so based on so Daruto investment philosophy experience, what level return so alpha do you anticipate? If you can, so that it's not easy for that to talk.
Look, my regulator in the United States tells me that I must say that past performance is no indicator of future performance.
That's right.
But I also am a huge LA Dodger fan, and Ohtani's past performance, in my opinion, is a good indicator of future performance. And I'm hoping that my past performance is a good indicator of future performance, and I'm sure in your perspective, you will talk about my past performance.
That's right, that's right.
I'm not as good as Ohtani, but we're pretty good.
People definitely recognize, so you have so the large shareholders, so say, so Fuji Media Holdings.
Yes.
So that they are so that, so that aggressively, so that changing so their mind. And then so that that the stock price is going up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuji Media Holdings is a great company that was sleeping. For over 20 years, this company was sleeping, building value, but share price doing absolutely nothing. So all we did with Fuji Media was wake up management, wake up shareholders. And sadly, Fuji Media's management behavior was not appropriate, especially towards some employees in the past. And the directors did the right thing and changed management, and many directors had to resign. So we think that Fuji Media's future is now very bright. We think Fuji Media will improve its programming. We think advertisers will hopefully come back. And we think Fuji Media should actually spin off its real estate.
I see. Actually, so that many of the Japanese, or the investment company, asset company,
Yes.
When so they invest in the Japanese equity, they would so track so that with so that let's say index Nikkei 225 topics.
Yep.
Actually, you don't care about so the indexes. So
Look, as Warren Buffett has said in America, for many investors, the best thing is to invest in the index. And I agree with that. For many investors, the best thing to do is invest in the index. But obviously, I feel that we are able historically, our track record historically has generated, as you call it, alpha. Alpha is the difference between the market index and where our returns have been for our clients.
That's right.
So we still believe that we are better than average and that we will generate alpha over time. But as I said, past performance is no guarantee of future returns.
that's right. That's right.
But I'll still bet on Otani every day.
From so my so that the point of view, so that there are many so that the younger generation started to invest
Yes.
Currently because of so that from so deflation to inflation, so the negative so that negative so the real interest rate,
Yes.
negative so real wage,
Correct.
so that they have to so that invest. And then so they started to invest so Nikkei 225 so topics.
Yep.
However, so you have so that real active fund.
That's right.
So the people invest in so index, they can so diversify. So
Yes.
that not only so index,
That's
but
right.
also that your active fund.
Diversification is a positive for any investor, and they should look to diversify and buy real estate perhaps, buy funds that we're talking about today. That is a great diversifier. So look, I think the Japanese market is extremely unique today. Dividend rate, even just for topics, is more than 2%. The JGB, the Japanese government bond, only yields 1.7%.
That's right.
You should buy stock simply to get return more than JGB. And the future value of the company, which will rise, will be given for free. So, in the United States, when interest rates were 4% and dividends were 5%, this was back in the 1950s. We haven't seen government bonds below the dividend yield for more than 50 years. This is a unique opportunity in Japan to buy equities.
I see.
We haven't seen a time where dividend yield was higher than government
I
bonds.
see. I see.
My whole lifetime, I've never had this kind of opportunity in America. But young people today have the opportunity to get yield from dividends and get the equity return, which is the excess beyond the dividend. It's a unique and wonderful opportunity that they should not give up on. And for retirees who are seeing the beginning of food inflation and housing maybe inflation, they should own equities rather than just JGBs or just having cash in the mattress.
Many Japanese own, the U.S. stocks.
Yes.
So that because of for the past 2-3 years, U.S. stocks is going up.
Yes.
But so that as you mentioned, so Japan is very so that highly so opportunity.
Yes.
So still remains significantly so undervalued.
Yes.
Compared to so global peers like so U.S. and the world so that the indices. That means so that in terms of diversification in the U.S. equity or Japanese equity,
So
you could so own so this kind of funds,
look, the last time the U.S. had valuations like this, it was called the dot-com bubble.
Yes.
Today we have what I call the AI bubble. Some companies will make a fortune of money, but many companies will not do well at all. And the U.S. equity market today is at danger level. For me, it is signaling red, which means danger. And I would be very careful about investing too much money in the US market today. Things are getting too expensive. Everyone in the world is investing in the US market.
I see.
It reminds me a little bit also of the Japanese bubble period, where everyone's used to say, Japan number one. You have to be an old person to remember, but Japan number one was what I learned in business school. This was Kaizen, management, inventory, just in time.
That's right.
All of Japan's management style was number one in the world. Japan hasn't lost it. It's just America, it looks like the shiny diamond today. And my feeling is be careful. Watch out. It's a red signal today.
I see. That's why, so this is a good timing for us to launch this.
This is really good timing.
Good timing.
For patient investors who are willing to grow and compound, this is a great time to launch in Japan because Japan is coming off of a terribly low level. Off the bottom. We are only at the same level we were 36 years ago.
I see.
Yeah, so this is just the beginning.
Just beginning. So we are very excited. So could you finally share with your the message to Japanese investors, audience?
Message to Japanese audience is invest the same way I invest in your own country. I love Japan. We will do well together, I believe, and invest in this fund for the long term.
That's right.
Be patient. If you want me to trade the stocks in Japan, don't invest. If you're willing to invest for the long term and ride with me, I think we'll do really well.
Investor definitely can buy this fund through the SBI Securities online.
Yes.
So SBI Securities that provide dollar cost average in a way.
Yes.
So this is good for that younger generation.
Start with small amount, add when it looks bad, add more if it looks bad, and then ride for the long term. And the beauty of SBI Securities is it's a no-load fund.
That's right.
So this is available for people without having to pay a brokerage fee. This is unique in Japan.
That's right.
SBI is a unique platform, absolutely unique. So for clients who don't want to have to pay a broker, this is absolutely the way to go.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Jamie-san.
ありがとうございました。
どうも、本日はありがとうございました。今申し上げましたように、12月の3日から募集開始で12月17日、設定でございます。いわゆるこの積み立て投資でも買えますので、ぜひ、関心を持った方にはですね、SBI 証券の方に、口座開いている方多いと思いますけど、投資も検討していただければと思います。12月17日設定ということなので、before Christmas.
Right.
It's kind of a Christmas present for
Merry Christmas.
Yes. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。